blacked that video again because, again, in bed. But my brain won't shut up, so premium content here at this channel, for sure. I've been thinking a lot about the distinction between malum prohibitum and malum se laws. Malum prohibitum basically is where the action is illegal because the state says it's illegal. And then malum se, of course, being the action is illegal because it is immoral. And I really have a disdain for statutes that are, in my opinion, solely based in malum prohibitum reasoning. And so I've been thinking maybe we should have a third category that's like, it's malum se adjacent. I don't know what the Latin term for that would be. But essentially how it would work is, though it's not immoral, the action of doing so could result in harm directly. The very action itself could result in harm, not that it necessarily does, to the second or third degree in a way. Let's set up an example. Okay? And when I say the action, I mean like the natural progression will result, or it could result in harm, right? So murder, malum se. The act of killing is unlawful in most situations due to the fact that killing another is considered immoral. Now, another example would be, for malum prohibitum, would be drunk driving, right? Well, no, actually, no, excuse me. Not drunk driving. Would be you can't own a machine gun. Okay, that one's a little dicey because there are ways you can, but generally it is heavily restricted. So we're going to engage in reduction here and just state that generally it's prohibited. Okay? That's a malum prohibitum law. The simple possession, ownership, or whatever of a machine gun does not mean you will commit immoral acts with it. Therefore, there's no real basis except for the government doesn't want you to have it. Now, the malum se adjacent one would be drunk driving, where because you do not have control over your vehicle in the proper way a reasonable person should, that action alone can result in serious harm or death, which therefore would result in an immoral action. Basically, you're setting up the scenario through your own recklessness or negligence or even intention to commit immoral acts. And I think that is a better way of looking at the law for things that may in themselves be a victimless crime, but that they could result in victims just through their natural progression, right? So that's just kind of where my thought process has been lately. Not really insightful, I guess, but I think we could use it to reevaluate the laws we have on the books, which we have quite a few. Very few laws get removed compared to how many are added, to the point where the penal code is less of a code and more of a tome. But just food for thought. And I guess to further clarify as well, so someone might bring up, well, if you have a machine gun, you could go commit mass atrocities. Sure, but then that's a whole entirely different set of actions and choices to get to that action, right? Where if you drive drunk, the choice to drive drunk automatically can result in someone's harm or death, right? While the choice to own a machine gun is just owning a machine gun. You would therefore need another choice to commit an immoral act or have one occur. And I guess that's the distinction there for those that might take issue with previously stated philosophy.